Hello, my lovely Capricorn people, and welcome to Ascending Without Wings. My name is Rhea, and this is your reading for the Super Blood Wolf Moon Total Lunar Eclipse on the 20th and the 21st of January. And this reading will go through to about the 3rd of August, and I will do weekly readings for that. So, as I've been doing with all the other signs, I'm going to pull a planet card and a house card just to see what area of your chart and your lives and your personalities are being affected by the astrological influences of this lovely total lunar eclipse. So for your planet, you have got the moon card. So the deep subconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. So this is cleaning out the spiritual closet, as I've been saying for a few signs, accompanied by the 4th house, so the home and the roots of your being. So yeah, this could be childhood trauma, just like upbringing. Kids base their sense of reality and what is normal and acceptable from what they're surrounded by, what they experience in their day-to-day lives. So if there was a dysfunctional scenario in your upbringing, I feel like because it's the moon, which is subconscious, deep emotional things, and the 4th house, there could be some very deep healing going on. A lot of very deep issues being resolved or brought up for healing and releasing. And this could also be like you kind of looking back at your childhood, and maybe now you're contemplating becoming a parent. Maybe that was something that you were anti, but whatever's sort of happened in your life in the last few years, maybe you're kind of like, well, I've grown and evolved so much as a person. Maybe if I sort of shift my perspective on what I sort of grew up with or what I was surrounded by previously, it might make me change my perspective on whether I want to go on and have kids and things like that myself. Maybe you're seeing somebody new who wants to have kids, and oh wow, the fact that I'm saying that and the 3 cards that fall out. Oh my lord, my lovely Capricorn people. Love is in the air. Talk her out. Okay, hang on. I'm going to get the order of these cards first before I get too carried away. I think. Okay, your mic will help me out here. Okay, I'm just going to check the cards I've got. Okay, I can do it. I got all the correct cards. Are they in the correct order? Are they all facing the right way? All cards should be upright. Thank you very much. Okay. May I please have the last, 5 cards for this meeting, please? For my lovely Capricorn people. 'Tis Capricorn's season. I'll just say that. Okay. Oh, it's good and bad and everything. Interesting. Can you remember these 4? Are they all part of them? Is this one? Alright, this one. Is that? Sorry. Queen of Pentacles. Is that next? Alright, 3 more cards to go. Everyone's had 12 cards in their reading. So while I'm getting that. Just, as I should mention, if you feel the inclination to do so, please feel free to like, share, or subscribe. I have been historically off to a slightly slow start. I was a bit hesitant to sort of get this channel up and going for various reasons throughout the last year and a bit. But I think finally sort of gotten past the things that were my barriers. So with a little help from Archangel Michael and my team, I will be managing to do consistent weekly readings from now on. Aside from, if there are astrological events like this where I'm guided to do like a longer time frame, I'll let you guys know when I do it. But other than that, generally I'll be doing weekly ones. But full moons, eclipses, new moons, I will do like that event kind of reading because they're always really quite high energy. And I think there's always something deeper going on, way deeper. Okay, I can track all these cards correct and in the correct order, facing the right way. Thank you. Okay, Capricorn. This reading and this spread, all I have to say before I start is partly the reason why I love doing readings and partly the reason why channeling is so freaking amazing. Because as I was saying with the fourth house and the moon, it's kind of like, childhood, thinking about how you were brought up, maybe you didn't want to have kids, all of that. Now maybe you're changing your perspective because you may have met somebody, or maybe you're just getting older and all of a sudden it does sound like an okay idea, like you're just growing, it's naturally just something that's shifted. It's really funny, while I was saying all of that, there were 3 cards that fell out, and they were the first 3 cards in your reading, and I'm actually going to hold them up together because I can't wipe the goofy grin off my face. 1, and 2, anyone that's into tarot will know what these signify, and you'll know. Okay, they're the 3 cards that fell out. 1, 2, 3, in that order. So, my lovely Capricorns, this eclipse is bringing home the the desire or the interest, as I was saying, the interest, all of a sudden new interest in having a family, maybe getting married, having kids, maybe just having kids. Like, you don't have to get married, you can just choose to have kids with your partner. There's no thing to say that you must be married to have children. Same-sex couples, even, that may be a bit of a tricky, may have been historically a tricky thing depending on where you were living and things like that. Some countries did, and states didn't allow things like adoption by same-sex couples, and other places, like even Australia, only recently has same-sex couple marriages been like legalized or recognized, kind of thing. So, this is not gender specific or anything like that, but I feel like a lot of Capricorns out there kind of, maybe, like, Capricorns are very hardworking, very, abundant, very earthy signs, okay? If they're focused on an aim or something that they're trying to accomplish, there's laser focus, okay? And they will accomplish it. They're very, very persistent. They're disciplined. It's very good. But I feel like, for whatever reason, you've had other priorities in life. And I feel like this eclipse is kind of causing a few little shifts. It's causing you to go into a state of introspection and really kind of think back to your childhood. Think about, like, this is not a negative thing. This is actually kind of very positive. It's almost like very happy childhood memories, like moments with, like, the family moments kind of thing, where, as a kid, you could see the love between your parents. You could feel the love between the entire family dynamic, whether you're an only child or whether you're in an extended family dynamic where there was grandparents, aunties, uncles, cousins, everything around, whatever the case may be, however your upbringing was. It's almost like, there's a part of you that's really reminiscing or like looking back on that and going, I want to recapture that, but I want to create it for myself. I want to have a family. I want to be able to, bring that kind of an energy into somebody's life. I want to have all of those things that my parents were able to create and, enjoy. And whether that was your parents, whether that was, somebody else's parents and you kind of admiring from a distance, whatever the case may be. But it's almost as if, like, it wasn't something that was on your radar. And now it is. I feel that way for a lot of people. And as I was saying as well, like, you may have sort of been a person that's like, oh, whatever, you don't believe in long-term relationships, or you don't believe in marriage, and you've met someone and all of a sudden you can't handle the thought of being with anybody else, and you're just like, no. Complete, backflip on that perspective of you couldn't find somebody to be with long-term, which is a really, beautiful thing. And it is kind of funny because, a lot of people that say, oh, that's never going to happen, end up finding out that whatever it is they said wasn't going to happen is exactly how it's going to happen. So it's always kind of, you have a little chuckle. And I've done that too. So I laugh at myself going, oh, hang on, didn't I say that? Oops. I've eaten my words many times. I have no problem, and I can laugh at myself, so it's okay. But I really feel like there's, these people, I'm never getting married. Oh my God, I met the love of my life. I'm going to propose. Like that could be, you could have been a teen or early 20s when you were saying, I'm never getting married, blah, blah. And now you might be in your early 30s or whatever, late 20s, whatever the case may be. This is not very, I'm not being specific. But I just feel like there's a shift, all of a sudden, happy family, happy home, having kitties, all of that kind of stuff. Having, waking up next to the same person for the rest of your life, that has become something that's important. And for those of you that aren't, just seeing somebody that you've just decided, oh my God, this is the person. There could be people that are single out there that are just going, okay, well, I do want that. Maybe I never thought of it before. And maybe I've been single for a while and, I've been flying solo and I've done my thing and I've accomplished the things that I wanted. I've got my 9 of Pentacles energy where I'm happily single, blah, blah. Built my empire for myself, feeling good in my own skin, know myself, doing great. And now you want your 10 of Cups where the other person brings their cup and make sure from 9 to 10, yeah? It's like the Two of Cups, which is like a soulmate union / twin flame union, whatever. 2 people coming together, bringing their cup of loves together, yeah? So it's that energy that I'm seeing sort of coming into more of an important thing. And for those of you that are already in a committed relationship or married, and maybe already have kids, it could just be a sense of we get quite busy and caught up in life, and we tend to take the world around us for granted and maybe get, so much into being a slave to the corporate world or, having such busy schedules that you don't have time to spend with your partner or your kids. And you're not actually appreciating the love and the people that you have in your life and the support that you have around you. This eclipse is kind of an energy where it's actually making you stop and think and appreciate. And you're going to stop taking people for granted. You'll be having date nights with your wife or husband or, significant other. You'll be putting more time and energy and focus into spending quality time with your kids, actually knowing what's going on in their existence, things like that. It's such a common thing for people to sort of get. Once you've got kids, it's kind of like, yes, you want to do great things. You want to accomplish things for them. You want to give them all the best things in life. So you're kind of like, okay, focus so much on being financially stable and having enough to make sure all your needs are met. And then anything else, to be able to sort of boost their experience through this existence, Parents do kind of have that focus, but then you're so focused on making money and, having the material aspect of life covered, but you don't have any of the emotional and the nurturing, the stuff that really builds up a strong person, a strong soul that feels balanced and stable and felt loved and wanted and, felt like they were good enough and part of a family and all of that stuff, emotionally and psychologically stable human being. You lose sight of that, and you can lose the balance if you get too focused on just bringing home the bacon, so they can have everything that they need, but not the other stuff that's going to nurture them and nourish them, on a soul level. So I feel like for various people, it will be various things, but it's just this all of a sudden, if you're too busy and you've got all this beautiful love and wonderful family and everything around you, you're going to stop and realize that and acknowledge it and sort of appreciate and sort of, have more of an attitude of gratitude and put more time and effort into it. The reason why I'm saying that is because it's followed up by the Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups is like your cup of love is flowing over because your life is so full of love in every way, shape, and form, in every description of love. It's almost like a very 5D energy where you're so focused and tuned into positive things and focusing on only, positive outcomes for all and love and unity consciousness and all of that. This is emotional healing. This is emotional stability. This is emotional growth. This is, this is a person that's very much gone through a lot of stuff. Like, if you look at this card carefully, those little green things, they're called FODs. They represent growth. Just like with the Wands cards, the leaves on the Wands, they signify growth as well. So this is like spiritual and emotional growth, very deep soul healing, soul evolution. And that's what I feel like these two energies are combined. It's like, you've gone through all this healing and stuff. So now it's shifted your perspective. It's making you decide that, hang on, what is most important in life? Is it houses, cars, money, material things, or is it the love that's in your life? Because your focus and the energies that are sort of like, I feel like they're the main sort of energies here. Ace of Cups and Ten of Cups. Like, this is happy family, happy home, happy partner, all of that. So whether you're single and deciding that's what you want, because your cup is not entirely full and, it's overflowing with love. So now you want to share that love with someone and, create a family that you can share that love with. Or you've gone through some growth in your healing, and so you're kind of able to put more love and more time, attention, focus on the ones that you do love that are already in your life. It's really, really beautiful energy, like, truly like refocusing on the things that matter. There's some movie, Jim Carrey movie, I think it's called Liar Liar. It's like he's a lawyer and like typical absent father or something like that keeps letting the kid down, and it's like overnight or something he kind of shifts and all of a sudden he's this loving attentive dad or something like that. I don't know, something. I feel like there's some movie out there that's kind of along those lines. The kid makes a wish and then the dad's dad of the year all of a sudden. I feel like this eclipse is bringing that out in you. And for whatever reason, like, this could be anything. I feel like, it's ace. Aces are a very intense energy. It's almost like divinely guided or divinely gifted infusion of energy. And it's a very, very strong energy. It's sort of like overpowers most of the other energy that come through in a tarot deck, in a reading. But, attaining or completing your road or your journey towards emotional fulfillment, complete emotional fulfillment, and having, people to share your love with, is being sort of inspired and sort of fueled by this infusion of divine love that's made its way into your life and your heart and your soul. So this is like, through the ascension journey, you've gone through a lot of healing and stuff, and you've purged a lot of stuff that was holding you down. Like, I call it like the weight that weighs down your soul, basically. Okay. So you've gone through a lot of growth and stuff like that, and you're at a place in your life where you're kind of like, okay, I've got everything I need. The only thing I need that's missing is the other person that I'm going to, build with. I feel like that's the case for a lot of you. I feel like for those of you that already have that person, you kind of refocusing. It's like some people are getting their husband or their wife back all of a sudden from the grips of a job that they were completely buried in. It's like you've got a flicking of a switch and you've got a realization and healing and growth that's going on within you. And it's going to have an overflow effect in how you conduct your life. Like there's so much love within you, it's now going to overflow into the life around you. So for a lot of you, that means that you are going to propose to girlfriend, boyfriend, twin, soulmate. But this has been a long time coming, like, straight away. It's always something that I notice with this card, and like I'm looking down and I'm hearing Archangel Michael saying it's been a long time coming. So yes, for twin flames, there are some twin flames that have been in separation of 7 years plus, some couple of years. It'll be 2 years in March for me. So, like for those twins out there, I know that there's plenty of unions that are destined to happen this year, but that doesn't mean that it's going to happen for everybody. I also know of some that are, their twins have chosen certain paths, so they're going to hang with a soulmate for a few years and then whatever. Okay, so everyone's path is different. Your soul has chosen its own path for a reason. There are things that you need to accomplish. We don't have the full bigger picture. So I feel like this is either a proposal coming to you or you're making a proposal to someone else. And for those of you who are already attached, married, whatever, some people that are seeing each other, this could be, someone actually proposing and getting engaged. This could also be people renewing vows even. It can be very, very cute and sweet and sentimental. And for those of you who have been very, married to the job and ignoring your family and their loved ones, if you've had this massive epiphany and this infusion of love in your life and you're kind of like, oh my God, I really need to get my act together. Like I'm totally failing as a partner and, parent or whatever. This could be a really, really, really beautiful and very sweet way of really confirming that to the people that you love by, redoing all those lovely, sentimental, sweet things like vows. Okay. And for others of you, this is like you've got this overflowing love that's absolutely oozing out of your pores now. And it's almost like a new lease on life. And I feel like because of that, you're able to kind of wear your heart on your sleeve. Like that cup signifies his love that he's carrying around, yeah? He's, ideally he's offering it to somebody. But it's almost as if this is a person that's embodying their higher self and they're walking around with their heart chakra wide open. So they are in their authentic emotional self. Like this is the water sign too. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Can be. Could be any sign. And it doesn't have to be a male. It could be a female. But it's almost like some of you are going out into the world completely like transparent, authentic, and as sincere as anybody could ever be. And you're putting out all the love that you feel, all the love that you could possibly infuse into the world around you. You're kind of ready to do that. And I feel like this is very much lightworker mission related. Some of the other readings have also been, a lot of people, have been guided to step out there. Like you've got gifts and skills and you're kind of being asked to maybe put websites up, start advertising, start putting messages up, maybe sharing it on Facebook, whatever, about your services and your skills and how you can assist other people through their ascension and through spiritual awakening. And a lot of people have been hesitating or fearful or doubting how ready they are or how qualified they are. And I feel like this is a pretty profound infusion of love, my friends, like a really profound infusion of love into your life has sort of given you the courage and the self-confidence and the self-love to actually do it. Just step out there and put yourself out there. This is a person that's wearing their heart on their sleeve. They are on a mission of accomplishing something that ends in love. Okay, and it doesn't have to be, partner love. This could be somebody, trying to mend a broken friendship from long ago, even. It doesn't have to be people that are seeing each other, It could be almost a platonic thing. But like, you love your friends, you love the people that are in your life. So, a peace offering of love to reconnect, maybe. But now that I sort of zoom out a little bit, as I like to say, the first 4 cards here are reeking of a twin flame, return, reunion, proposal, because the 4th card we have is the 2 of Pentacles, very twin flamey. Okay, so when you look at it as 10 of Cups, then the Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, and then the 2 of Pentacles, it's kind of like, okay, I want my happy family, happy home, because I have grown so much, I've ascended so much. My life is full of love. I feel it from my divine team. I feel it from the earth, the universe, everything. I know who I am. I've ascended so much. I've evolved so much. I'm healed. I'm whole by myself. Now it's time for my divine counterpart to be in my life. Okay. And so you're setting out, either you or your divine counterpart is setting out to see you, or you're going to see them, and making this offer. And making this offer of love, or this proposal, whatever it is, brings both of you into a harmonious balance. Or for some of you, this could be just a reminder that do not get off balance just because this your Knight of Cups is coming to sweep you off your feet. Okay. One of his feet is actually off the ground. So, he's still maintaining his balance while one foot is off the ground. And he's able to maintain juggling those 2 coins. So this is about, balancing your inner masculine, feminine, your shadow and your light, your heart and your mind. With a lot of twins, with the stuff that's transpired between you when you've seen each other previously or been together previously, there could be a lot of stuff that needs to be sort of aired or resolved, gotten out in the open, that kind of thing. So my eyes keep on focusing on the turbulent water in the background. There's kind of like, it doesn't matter what the external circumstances seem like, no matter how turbulent it may sound, just make sure you kind of stay balanced and centered within yourself, because a lot of people on the twin flame journey, especially those that have been in separation for a while, you've gone through a lot of healing, and you would have come to the realization, or at least stumbled across the information or the guidance that tells you that everything that has happened between you was destined to happen, and it happened because you both had contracts between each other to do these things. You agreed to act the way you did. You agreed to behave the way you did, to say the things that you did, and to create the pain that it created for both of you, so that you could all both retreat, go through the lessons, the karmic, the endings of karmic relationships, karmic ties, karmic debts, all of that. Find your own identity, come into yourself, come into your own, and be whole within yourself before you can come into union. So all of that journey, okay, it's kind of brought you to this point. So don't forget everything you learned along the way. Just because something, yes, okay, you've been waiting for this for a while, and this is beautiful, and it's wonderful, and it's a beautiful new beginning for you, yeah? And it is something that you've been dreaming about and hoping for. I know a lot of twins have. At least the awakened ones, the ones that aren't, I feel like the ones that aren't actually going to be the one making this offering or proposal, the ones that aren't going to be prancing in on the horse. They're the ones that have kind of been waiting and kind of, not waiting, kind of, they've been cruising along in their own lane while their twin got their stuff together, yeah? And I feel like a lot of them have, and they're about to sort of have this little flicking of the switch, this realization, what am I doing? Why am I sitting here by myself? Yeah. I don't want just one cup in my life. I want the other one. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. My lovely Capricorn friends, I think you may have found, or you may be moving towards your happily ever after. And a lot of you may have also had found your happily ever after, may have drifted off a little bit. But you're waking up to that. And it's like you're falling in love with your partner again after many, many, many years. And it's a really beautiful, beautiful thing. Like, there is so much love, like, being infused in your life right now. And it's kind of like the universe is giving you this big, warm hug and just going, I love you. You've been a really good little munchkin. And I forgot to tell you that I love you because you're freaking amazing. Like, really, there's a really beautiful energy to your reading. It's like, I feel like there's so much blessings and love coming from the universe to you, astrologically speaking. I know it's a strong time for you guys as well. Can't remember exactly how. Sorry. But I do follow a few astrology things. And yes, it's been a long day. I'm getting tired. I apologize, Capricorn. But yeah, your energy is pretty strong and you've got some great cards. So I'm going to move on. The next card that we have here is the Empress. So, the Empress. This is very much keeping with the twin flame line of thing for me for some reason. I believe that the Knight of Cups is actually traveling to the Empress to make this offer. He is very much, I feel like, okay, the thing I will say is the infinity symbol that you can see here between the two coins is very much a twin flame symbol. And I have personally twice, while being in physical separation and no communication with my twin, had a chakra healing, been at a beach, drawn infinity symbols in the sand with my hand, like just with my finger. For some reason, it was just an instinctual thing. But two particular events where I did that, and I just about bumped into him. Like, I've seen him in my travel not long after that. First time I didn't register because if I had at that stage on my own journey, I probably would have had a very emotional response. And trust me, he didn't deserve. Doesn't deserve to see me cry over him. No way. Not then, not ever. Again. Anyway, enough of that. So as I was saying, very twin flame symbol. Okay, I don't quite understand it, but it's kind of like the harmonious and balanced flow of energy. That's what it is. Like, it's a harmonious balance. Yeah, harmonious balance is vital to twin flames. You must be in harmonious balance within yourself so that the world outside of you can be that way. You have to be that way so that you can be in harmonious balance in your union with your twin also. So I feel like the Knight of Cups sees his twin flame as the Empress, because she's ascended so much, she's evolved so much, she's embodying her higher self. Like, she is like something that he wants to attain, like something very precious, something she will be, I don't want to say an accomplishment, because it's kind of like, oh, I got it, or like I own it. I don't want to give that kind of an energy to it, but she's something he aspires to be able to have in his life, or have with him, kind of. There's a beautiful, beautiful energy, okay? The Knight of Cups, whoever this is, whether this is you or somebody else, wants to be in perfect, harmonious, balanced union with the Empress. And the Empress is very, very abundant, very fertile in all aspects. Doesn't mean reproductively fertile. But Empress can sometimes symbolize pregnancy for those twins that are catching up again. If there's potential for pregnancies, take precautions, ladies and gentlemen. Better safe than sorry. Because, yeah, the Empress definitely can, and I don't usually feel that or say that in my readings. I've never actually mentioned the Empress being about fertility in that aspect, but I'm getting the feeling like that's what Archangel Michael wants me to put out there. There could be some twin flame unions and spontaneous pregnancies happening, ladies and gentlemen. you never know, because also when you're looking at the Empress and the next card is the Sun. The Sun is about bright new beginnings. You know, it's like new life, rebirth, like, well, not new life, brand new day kind of thing. You've got a baby that is naked on horseback. So that's like completely got no inhibitions. This is a person that's like, hello world, here I am, take it or leave it. In all my glory, I don't care. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. Like, it's so much happiness, so much passion, so much excitement. A very, very bright future, dudes. This is like the first day of the rest of your life kind of energy. Okay. This is like, okay, sunflowers grow facing the sun. In this card, they're actually facing you. So, like, that to me kind of symbolizes that you are the center of the existence. Like, the world spins around you in this situation. You know, you are you're being a co-creator, a, manifester on steroids. And this stage in your life that's about to come about is a very beautiful, very well-deserved, positive and prosperous and abundant and love-filled time, because I do believe that you're going to have a very fertile, abundant, prosperous Empress by your side. Like, seriously, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, then the Empress, then the Sun card. Like, if it is not that the Knight of Cups wants to be in harmonious, balanced union with the Empress to have their new beginning so they can have their happily ever after, so to speak, I don't know what you could say about it. And the next card we have is the Chariot. Chariot. Okay, the Chariot that moves along at monumentally fast, very, very breakneck, rapid speeds with great faith. Okay, there are no reins on this chariot, and the Sphinx that are symbolized there are the same colors as the yin yang. So once again, balance, harmony, balancing your shadow and your light, your masculine and feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine, balance. Okay, all forms of balance. We live in a world of polarity, so when you can balance the two polarities, that is exactly what you want. That is when harmony comes in. That's when you take off. I'm noticing the wings. That's when you take off, baby. Like, you don't need a rein, like the reins on the thing, because you'll be taking off. It's fine. You're on a beautiful path. It's all just going to unfold. But this is the thing, like, when you've got the Sun card and then the Chariot card, this new beginning it's hurtling towards your existence at a very rapid pace. Okay? Very, very rapid. These changes that are happening, the Sun, whatever is happening, this is unfolding very quickly. I like your style. You're the first reading that I've had where this has actually come out like this. Like, other readings, I've had the Chariot, but it's kind of like, something's happening. But when it's, after the Sun card, the new beginnings are like quite literally, at your door. This is very close, my friends. This is coming very, very fast. Okay? Very fast. I like it. Because this brand new beginning, new day, happy new lease on life kind of could be a new career, could be a promotion, could be marrying the man or woman of your dreams, and building an empire together slowly but surely. I feel like this could actually be, work related, or also like, coming together with a partner where you make a power couple and you're just able to build an empire very, very quickly. Yeah. Just two people that are very well suited, well balanced. They have, skills and knowledge and abilities and strong points that complement each other. Whatever one's lacking, the other one compensates for it. It's a very twin thing. Okay. Next card we have after the Chariot is the Queen of Pentacles. Now, my lovely Capricorns, this is your energy, your earth sign. Okay. Like myself, I am a Taurian, but earth signs, we're very, we like things to be a bit more, steady footed, like that. Uncertainty is not our thing. All right. We like things to be stable and solid like the ground. I know bulls are a bit more maybe slow moving than maybe Capricorns, but Capricorns are very sure footed. They climb mountains, man. And they're goats. Like, come on, man. That's impressive. I'm not being offensive. I'm just saying Capricorn is actually the goat thing. Yeah. Okay. But Queen of Pentacles is a very, very, very successful man or woman who is in business or a manager, but someone that runs a very tight ship at work and at home. Is a parent, like great parent, great partner, great sibling, great child, great in-law, whatever. This is the kind of person everybody wants in their life. They're very stable, they're grounded, but they're also evolved and they're spiritual. They're quite enlightened. They know how to manifest a very comfortable, very pleasant existence, and they're balanced within themselves. They've got the Two of Pentacles action down. They've got it all figured out. This is a person who's very much in their element. Like this being here in your reading, Capricorn, is a very, very positive thing. This is very divine feminine or divine masculine energy. Just because this card came out doesn't mean much. You could have had both of them come out. Okay. But whether you're a male or a female, I feel like this eclipse is bringing out massive emotional highs, emotional fulfillment, sort of like turning points, bright new future, like opportunity, something unfolding or something sort of being at your doorstep, which is a very, very wonderful opportunity. And it's almost like this is, one of your big rewards or your blessings from the universe. Like Lightworker Christmas is coming, like I keep on saying for everybody. And that new beginning is unfolding or coming into your life or appearing. You're seeing the signs of it very, very quickly. And it's leading to you being very, very stable, very abundant, very much taken care of, and having not a care in the world, not a need in the world. And that is possibly contributed to and also helping you to move away from troubled waters. The people, places, and things that no longer resonate with you, the people that, are always about focusing on drama and negativity and like still watch the news and still want to talk about negative, dramatic 3D stuff, sharing sad stories, all of that kind of thing. A lot of people that are ascending and they're evolving, it's kind of like you realize the things that you listen to, read, look at, whether it's TV, magazines, whatever, even music you listen to, all of it is like you're feeding your mind, body, spirit, all of these energies that are linked to whatever it is that you're exposing yourself to. So it's kind of like ingesting that energy. So you become a lot more discerning. I feel like this is part and parcel of this package for you because you're in your element. You're really, truly figuring yourself out. You know what, works for you, what doesn't work for you, what kind of people, places, and things that you do want to be around, what you want to get involved in. You're really coming into your own. I feel like, empaths, when they kind of early in life, they don't know because there's so many emotions, it's too overwhelming. But along the road, you kind of understand how to decipher those emotions. You get to work out how to know what's yours and what's others. Then you're able to sort of go, okay, well, hang on. Why am I feeling this? And then break it down. And then later on, when you start feeling that, you're able to sort of like pinpoint, oh, okay, well, this is what's going on. I'm actually picking up on something and I know what this smells like, like it's brilliant because it's almost like you go through this training slowly, you become more discerning and you're able to kind of go, oh, I know this feeling. I've had this before. Hang on. and you like go through your memory, like through the file. I was like, okay, so the last time this happened, what happened? Okay, so when I thought about it, I broke it down to something like a memory or something funny being triggered. Interesting. So what's the similarities? And it's weird. It's almost like a process of deduction. It's like going through a little list of possibilities or potential meanings for the scenario. You'll get the hang of it eventually, as I'm sure we all do. But I feel like this is it. Like you're getting to know yourself, but you're also getting help from your team in spirit, your divine team, your archangels, angels, guardian angels, ascended masters, star family, ancestors. I don't think I've forgotten anyone. So yeah, like it really, really is beautiful. It's like you are sort of very much, I just said breaking free of the matrix. It's kind of, yeah, exactly. The Queen of Pentacles, going back to that. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, they are in this world, but not of it. Okay, they're spiritual beings having a physical experience quite literally. They have got it figured out. And for that reason, because of that being in this world, but not of it, because you're so in tune with your spiritual aspects, you're in communication with your team, things like that, they're helping you to navigate your way through life and to make sure that you're discerning what is for you, what isn't for you, the people, places, and things, and staying on your path and accomplishing what you need to, and just getting rid of any crap that's unnecessary and that's going to hold you back, basically. Okay, then the next card that we actually have is the Queen of Swords. So exactly, being discerning. Queen of Swords is extremely discerning. Okay, Queen of Swords has been through a lot of emotional pain. There's a butterfly on her throne as well. So she's been through a lot of transformation and a lot of evolution herself. That, soul has to go through pain to grow, basically. So she's been through a lot of stuff, but she hasn't healed it properly. So she can be very, very cutting and, I used to say venomous, like people that speak and they're so harsh with the way they speak. It's like if they could kill you with their words, and if their words were blades that were flying towards your neck, they'd be quite happy, with that kind of energy. Really, I'll cut you because I've been cut before. I don't care. I can speak about my pain, but my pain will also be inflicted on you when I speak of it, Whereas the King of Swords he can speak of his pain, but he's healed it, so it doesn't hurt him or anybody else when he does. He speaks from the heart, but without the sorrow in it, She does, okay? She's still got a bit of pain, but the upside of that is she's got one hand up, welcoming those people who are friends, but she's got her sword up, warning her foes or the people that do not mean her well and do not come in love and light. That, by the way, been through a bit of life and I know a little thing that needs to be snipped out of my life when I see it. So I'm not afraid to use this sword. If I feel the need, I will do it without warning or hesitation, my friend. That's basically her energy. And in a way, I kind of like that because it's like, yeah, I may be a nice person. I may be, spiritual. I may be high vibe, all of that. But I'm not a fool and I am not a doormat, so don't take that. Don't take me for that. Now, whether this is you or this is somebody around you, I don't actually feel this is you. I feel like this is somebody around you. This is either your twin or somebody in your life. Could be mother, sister, auntie, friend, colleague, boss even. Could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Also, we could have Cancer, we could have Pisces, Scorpio in this reading. We could also have Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, and all the earth signs as well. So, the reason why I say that, because, yeah, I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is your energy more so. And maybe with like Six of Swords and then the the Queen of Swords. So you're moving away from the troubled waters and the troubling people, like the Queen of Swords. Because, yeah, I feel like this is external to you. And I feel like because you sort of gone through all this stuff and now you can see the unfoldment of this bright future kind of falling into place, and you can feel the forward movement and the momentum. Like you can actually feel things happening and shifting, and you're starting to feel more in your element and getting more comfortable and moving away from troubled waters. You're getting away from the people that are toxic and brutal and can be kind of narcissistic, you know, people that have been hurt that want to hurt other people. It's the negative side of the ace of the Queen of Swords. And yeah, when she comes after moving away from troubled water, it's kind of like, yeah, you're moving away from her as well. But over this eclipse, there is also a very, very heartfelt wish that is being granted. Something very, very nice. Now, notice something. This is the Nine of Cups here. How I had said that the Ten of Cups is the next transition. That's what started your reading. Wow. There is something that your heart and soul has been wishing and yearning and dying for a while. And you have been asking the universe and waiting patiently and doing your thing and being in your lane, cruising along, knowing that if it's meant for you, that it will make its way to you. I believe that you're actually going to be receiving a message in regards to that. Some kind of communication from somebody. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be younger than you because it's a page. So that can be, you know, almost teens to like, I'd say mid to late 20s, or even early 30s, even, you know, doesn't matter. But they're a person that's gone through a lot of growth. They've got the lizards on his outfit with the tail in their mouth, some of them. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of growth and a lot of maturity that's been attained by this person. Mind you, this is still quite an immature energy. It's a page, quite a young energy. But they've gone through some life experience. So that's given them a bit of emotional and spiritual growth. But they have a message to deliver that they're very passionate about. It's very heartfelt. You know, this is a very sincere message. This is not something that you kind of, if it comes to you that you kind of like question. I feel like you will know this because you kind of expect it, or you know what it is. Like, this is relating to this wish. So whatever this wish is, there's some sort of message or communication coming to you, whether it be between now and the 3rd of February or whether it's, you know, another couple of weeks. I feel like because you've got the Chariot card, this is a shorter time frame. So I feel like it could be between now and the 3rd of February that all these energies are playing out. You know, things are shifting. Somebody wants their 10 of Cups because they've finally got complete emotional fulfillment and they're feeling whole and healed within themselves. So they're making an offer and they want to be in harmonious balance with the Empress and have their new beginning. And they're moving forward very, very rapidly towards it because they can see you're in your element. And you're being so discerning, you're like taking control of your life, culling the herd, shall we say. And now, because you're kind of standing in your power and taking control of your life, it's like the universe is saying, man, you know, we told you to go, you know, become whole and healed and complete within yourself. And you passed with flying colors. You accomplished it so beautifully. You know, how could this wish not be granted? And it's very, very, very important to you. So for some of you, this could be like something like a scholarship or something that you applied for, you know, to go study somewhere that you've always dreamed of living, or maybe it's a job that you've applied for. Because wands is fire, it's, you know, the card of action. So something that requires action, or something to be done. So yeah, this could be a very, very heartfelt wish. Like you could be going to somewhere you've always dreamed of. That could be the thing, and this could be a message in regards to that. Okay, so you know, this could be like an institution, whatever. The age of the person doesn't matter. It could be just some representative from them contacting you to say, hey, you know, your application has been accepted, or whatever, or are you ready to move overseas, whatever it may be. for some of you, this could be something to do with career. It could be something to do with going into partnership for a business even. I know a lot of spiritual people are going into collaborations and joining forces and, setting out to accomplish some beautiful, beautiful things in the future. And that could involve coming together. And this could be a very, very heartfelt wish. Maybe you're really, really ready to pursue your spiritual mission. And you're like, let's do this, God. I want to do it. Let's go. I want to grab it with both hands. And then somebody reaches out and sends you a message in regards to this. And you're like, oh, that's the beautiful synchronistic blessing / message that I wanted. And for others of you, this could be, with this reading, the way it's spread out, I feel like there's shifts that are going on beneath the surface, emotionally, mentally. People are making decisions to move forward. However, until this wish is granted, that shift of that energy, the communication in regards to the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Cups approaching the Empress, that's the communication. I feel like that's the reaching out. And I feel like this is actually going to be what triggers the flow of the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups and the Two of Pentacles and the Empress, or the new beginning, which is the Sun. Okay. He's very enthusiastic. He's very passionate. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of fire here. So whatever this message is, it's very important. Okay. It's very important to this person that whatever this message is, they're delivering it because they can't help themselves but to do it. It's almost like they can't not get it out. Doesn't matter what happens. Whatever this message is, they have to speak that. They have to get it out there. And maybe this is somebody that's speaking their truth to the Queen of Swords, or the Queen of Swords who's wishing that the Page of Wands would start talking to them again. If people have lost touch or lost communication, could be the Queen of Swords wanting the Page of Wands to reach out. Could also be a case of, the Queen of Swords is now gone from your life, so you're able to embody the Page of Wands energy and reach out to somebody else. Maybe, there are some really toxic dynamics in friendships, relationships, even family scenarios sometimes. Family can quite easily try and get involved in a person's choice in partner and things like that, and influence things like that. And that's really unfortunate. And, we all have our own journey and things like that to learn how wrong it is to allow anybody else to have any input into our relationships. And how, as you evolve and stuff, you realize these things. But even I was guilty of once upon a time, running to my mom about relationship advice, which didn't take me long to regret it. But we all learn, we all grow through life. So I feel like this wish being granted has definitely got something to do with Page of Wands energy. So whether this wish is you wanting the Page of Wands to talk to you, or your wish being to have the courage, maybe seeing like an opening or an opportunity to be the Page of Wands and deliver a message. Interesting, my lovely Capricorn people. There's few people energies here as well. So, you've got the Knight of Cups, and then you've got the Empress, and then you've got the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and the Page of Wands. And I really feel like the Queen of Pentacles is you. interesting. Sorry, guys, I kind of zone out a little bit. And also, I put it up because I had looked at it before. The bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. So, soulmate unions, strengthening of bonds. Now, soulmates don't have to be romantic partners. They can be, platonic friends. Like my best friend, who's a female, is the first soulmate that I ever met in this lifetime. And that bond and that connection is undeniable. Like, second you've met them, you can talk like you've known each other forever. You can bare your heart and soul to them, and they just get you. So they could be, maybe someone's feeling a bit isolated and a bit alone on this ascension journey, and they were hoping and wishing that they can connect with their soul family or their tribe or a soulmate even. And so maybe the soulmate is reaching out. Tribe is reaching out. Soul family is reaching out. Whatever the case may be, this could be you reaching out to them because you're finally fired up and passionate enough to go for it and go, you know what, stuff it, I'm going to speak my truth. I've connected with this person. We get along really, really well. Blah, blah. We talk about spiritual stuff. I've done that. I'm like, dude, I get along with you so well. I feel like you're my soul family. And I've said that to people. And I know some people will be like, what are you talking about, soul family? Some people will get it, okay? It doesn't have to be like a lot of us are surrounded by people that have no idea about spiritual stuff. And it's kind of, you use certain terms around them and they'll look at you like you're kind of weird. Don't worry about those people. There's shifts going on. There's things playing out this eclipse in your life that is just kind of bringing good stuff into your life and getting rid of bad stuff. Like you've got the Sun card. Sun card is the best, most positive, most happiest, brightest, most full of potential energy in the entire tarot. Okay, so it's a beautiful card. Seriously, it really is. Like so much potential and so much. It's just basically a really bright future. It's like the first day of the rest of your life, basically. That kind of energy. And when it's got with the Chariot card, when it's fast forward movement, the new beginning is coming in very quickly. Okay, so look forward to it. Okay. Is Spanish for Capricorn? Okay. All right. So the Goddess Guidance Oracle card that you got is Dana, the High Priestess. It says you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. Oh my Lord, you are a light worker or a twin flame. Most of you probably are, especially with these cards, twin flames, for sure. Okay, Dana, let's see what her message is, and then I will end this reading. Okay, so Dana, the High Priestess, the message is that your wisdom extends back into the far reaches of ancient times. You've brought this knowledge forward into your present incarnation to be a way-shower so that others may benefit from your experiences. Don't delay in expressing this wisdom. I will assist you in manifesting platforms for your spiritual teaching, whether it's through teaching by example or through writing or speaking. All forms of teaching are equally valuable, no matter how many lives you touch. Exactly. Oh, yeah. So, soul mission, getting ready to step out, definitely page of wands, for sure. So you should, okay, I don't always do this, but for some reason I feel like I should. Some of the potential meanings for this card is lead workshops, write books or articles, look for opportunities to teach, be a role model of peace, honor your divinity, and know that you are a leader. You are a leader if you got this card, my friend. Sorry, this card. If I hold it the right way, huh? All right. So Dana, I'll read you a little info about her. It says Dana is one of the most ancient of Celtic goddesses, extending to the pre-Gaelic times of Ireland, when the Tuatha de Dananns, sorry, my pronunciation is probably crap, which means the children of Dana, followed her as their creator mother goddess. When the Gaelics invaded Ireland, the Tuatha de Dananns transformed themselves into leprechauns, as they remain today. Dana, who's also known as Danu or Danu, is extremely powerful and magical. She can help you with manifestation, alchemy, and divine magic. She can also introduce you to the elemental kingdom, especially the leprechauns. I like it. Very, very cool, guys. All right, my lovely, lovely Capricorn people. Enjoy your very, very deep infusion of love this eclipse. I think you guys are extremely blessed. Like, this is probably the most positive, most peppy, chirpy reading that I've had for this eclipse. So congratulations. You guys are getting some beautiful, beautiful infusions of love and blessings and good times ahead. So enjoy it. Any info that you may be contemplating about is probably in the box below. If there isn't, please leave me a comment. Like, share, and subscribe if you wish to. And I shall see you again soon. Bye.